In our last video, we were exploring the city of Bend, Oregon, and now we've driven a couple days down to West Wendover, which is in Nevada. We had a couple good nights dispersed camping. We had pretty nice campsites, and then we've just arrived into a KOA near where we wanted to be, which was the Bonneville Salt Flats. So this morning we got up before sunrise. It's currently 6:15 a.m.
Got my coffee.
We've driven to as far as the road goes on the Salt Flats, and we are going to wait until it gets a little bit lighter before we drive on the actual Salt Flats. This is the first place we've revisited from our trip 4 years ago. If you want to watch that video, I will link it up here. It was a fun little adventure. We actually drove the RV onto the Salt Flats last time, but this time we're only driving the car.
Loki's back in the RV, for those wondering. He's still sleeping. We even fed him and he didn't even get out of bed for it. So he's still in bed, which is where I want to be. But here we are.
So we'll report back in about a half hour once the sun is closer to rising, because it's very dark out right now.
So we got out here, I guess around what, 6:15, 6 o'clock, something like that.
Something like that. Only
to realize that due to this being on the border between Nevada and Utah, that we had the wrong time for sunrise. We were still in Western time, Pacific time, and it was actually listed for Mountain time, or vice versa. But anyway, we were here a bit early, so we've been sitting in the car for the past 2 hours while we waited for the sunrise to happen, and Jamie recorded a slideshow.
It was like a time
lapse of the sunrise over the mountains and the Salt Flats. And now we are going to drive out onto the Salt Flats now that we can actually see them. And it is dry. You're not supposed to drive out there when it's wet. We wanted to make sure that it was dry all the way. We did see another car go out already. So now we're gonna head out on the speedway and drive out. And that guy is flying by, so it should be safe enough for us. All right, let's go.
If a minivan can do it, we can do it. We are once more walking out on the Salt Flats. It's been 4 years since we were here. Sunrise didn't come to anything, which was a shame. We've driven much further out this time. Last time in the RV we only drove out probably under a mile. This time we're like 5 miles out. We thought we were going to be able to drive all the way to the floating island. I didn't go that fast. We thought we were going to drive out to Floating Island, but it's actually 20 miles away, not 5 miles. So we've driven about 5 or 6 miles. We're going to do some photos and videos here, and then Tim will drive us back so that I can fly my drone.
So the salt crust here is only about an inch or two thick where we currently are, but in some places in here, it can actually be up to 5 feet thick, which is crazy.